Interscholastic League, representing member high schools across the state and the boys and girls who participate annually in RIIL-sponsored athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of the RIIL is strictly prohibited. It's the Rhode Island Interscholastic League on Kent County's Classic Rock, I-105.5 and 1450 AM. Time for the Aurora Fuel pregame show. Now, here's John Parenti.
Well, it's not John Parenti, it's Johnny Boots. Eric White and Anthony Souza as we get ready for Interscholastic League baseball action as the Hendricken Hawks and the Division I leading Hawks, 20-1 overall, 17-1 league play, come to River Point Park to do battle with the West Warwick Wizards, 18-1 overall, 16-1 in league play. With, like as aforementioned, Eric White and Anthony Souza, Johnny Boots, getting ready for some baseball. Eric?
Hey, thank you very much for having me on. This is, we always ask, well, what if you took the best team in Division II or Division III and played them against the best team in Division I?
Yeah.
Here, we kind of get that answer because, the best pitcher for Hendricken is not going to be pitching. Clemmy is not going to be pitching today. I was speaking to the coach before the game. But still, you have a chance to go against what I assume will be mostly their starting lineup in a playoff tune-up here.
Hendricken comes in ranked number 1 in the state in the power rankings. West Warwick comes in ranked number 3 in the state in power rankings. So you have to assume. Let's see what goes on in these other divisions. Let's see how good we are. Let's match up against them. Anthony, what do you think? I mean, you just got out of high school, so you've seen a lot of these kids. You might have known a few of these. What do you think?
Definitely not knowing a little bit about these guys. Growing up from Smithfield, but it's always a good story to be the underdog in these types of situations. You got to prove yourself in any circumstance possible, and you just got to prove that you're the top dog out there.
Unfortunately, you can't do a round robin type of tournament like you usually like basketball usually does at the end of the season because it's so late in the season, and you're getting ready for graduation and such. But it's always nice to see a non-league between some top of the rankings and see what happens. But the Hendricken Hawks come to do battle with Rich Grenier's West Warwick Wizards in a non-league game, a tune-up maybe for the playoffs that start this weekend. And we still don't have a schedule yet for West Warwick, but we will. And
well, they are going to be playing Thursday.
They are. Okay, so
Thursday here, 6:30. That's one of the reasons
the tune-up.
Rich, for the tune-up, Rich thought, Coach Grenier thought they were going to be playing on Friday, but that got bumped up to Thursday. And so, that's going to affect a little bit how...
We might be doing that game.
Yeah, exactly. I know we plan to be here. We hope,
maybe we will.
So, that's when their playoffs start. And Friday, Hendricken starts their playoffs.
Nice. So we're getting ready for baseball action right now. As we, Nolan LaPerche takes to the mound for Hendricken. And Logan Dean, the ace of the Wizard staff, takes to the mound for the Wizards. We're going to have the first pitch coming up next here on I-105.5, 1450 AM, and Wizards TV.
Buying home heating oil isn't glamorous, but keeping your family warm is one of the most important duties you have. Trust Aurora Fuel to provide you affordable, reliable, and dependable oil delivery all year round. Whether you're a longtime customer or one of Aurora Fuel's growing number of first-time clients, you'll always find low prices, courteous staff, and honest value. You can depend on Aurora Fuel, 615-8662. The number again is 615-8662. Aurora Fuel.
It's time for the Finetco, a family of lumber yards game of the week on I-105.5 and 1450 AM. Finetco, a family of lumber yards with locations: Coventry Lumber in Rhode Island, Waterford Building Supply, and West Haven Lumber in Connecticut, and E.L. Morse Lumber in Massachusetts, providing quality building products throughout New England and New York. Now, here's John Parenti and Johnny Boots.
Back at River Point Park and Jack McCarthy Stadium in West Warwick as the Hendricken Hawks come to do battle with the West Warwick Wizards. Logan Dean's on the mound. He takes a 6-0 record with a 1.58 ERA. 9 appearances. He's got some saves, too. Game's got 2 saves. So we'll see what happens between the Division I leading Hawks and the division leading West Warwick Wizards.
So we got Braden Campbell coming up.
Braden Campbell, the extra hitter, going to be our leadoff batter for the Hendricken Hawks. We'll set up the defense for the Wizards in a minute. Logan Dean sets. Takes a deep breath. First pitch is high for ball 1. Dylan Lombardi sets up the battery with Logan Dean. Dylan Lombardi is going to be the catcher. Foul off Lombardi's head. Yeah. Let's see, who did we say was playing first base? We got that messed up because he's using an extra hitter for first base. Let's see, Nick Brown's going to be playing first base.
And he's usually at second, if I'm not mistaken.
Logan Dean's taking his time on the mound, setting himself. Pitch high and inside, ball 2, 2-1. Second base, if I can figure this out. Nick Brown, Josh Pettis at third, Braden Griffin playing third base. Ball on the outside corner, catches the corner, 2-2.
He's a big boy.
Inside. Ball 3. Count is full, 3-2.
You wonder, John, how much it plays into West Warwick that they're playing the best team in the state.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know the game really is a tune-up for the playoffs, but got to wonder what effect it has on them. They're a little nervous out there.
You know what? They shouldn't be. They're number 3 in the state. They can match up well against them. Foul tip off Lombardi's helmet. Count stays full. Across the left to right, Nathan Hunt, Zach Lawrence, and Kyle Swanson make up your outfield. Still full count for Braden Campbell, extra hitter for Hendricken, leading off the top of the first inning. Swung on and miss. Logan Dean caught him with an off-speed pitch. Strike number 1, and down goes Campbell.
Great way to start the game.
Yeah.
Great way.
That is. Now, do we know? We didn't get a chance to talk to Rich. You did, Eric. Who are we playing in the playoffs? Did they announce the?
It is going to be the winner of Davies and Classical.
Okay.
And they are playing tomorrow.
Yes. Center fielder Griffin Crane comes to the plate for the Hawks. He strikes one into left field. Hunt cuts it off, gets it back in quick for a long single.
And so we who publicize the games don't like that because then that gives us less time to send out the link to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do? Yeah.
John LaRose, the shortstop for the Hawks, steps in. Left-handed batter. Logan Dean from the stretch. Ball high and outside, ball 1. Griffin Crane jumped on that first pitch. He struck it. He had a nice swing. Nice cut. Got a sizable league, and he's also pretty tall, too. Ball fouled away, third base side, 1-1. Hendricken comes in. They come in 20-1 overall, 17-1 in league play. They defeated Pilgrim handily 16-0 back in April. They have some sizable wins.
Yes. Carbon copies of each other this season. Both of these teams lost their very first game.
Ball chopped back to Dean. It's off his glove. Over to Josh Riviera. Hill throws over to first base, no play. So it was struck hard back at Dean. He was going to his right. The ball went to his left. He tried grabbing it. It went off his glove. went over to Joe Riviera, the second baseman, and slowed it down. So it gave LaRose an extra step, making it safe at first base. Ryan Thompson, the first baseman for Hendricken, coming to the plate. Ball's outside and low, ball one. Hendricken coming off of a win in Westwood, Mass. This past Sunday. Xavier brothers. They beat the Xavier brothers 8-7.
Sounds like a hot dog stand.
Yeah. Ball high. 2-0.
Hopefully none of the Xavier brothers know how to get a hold of me.
Playing another Catholic high school over in Westwood, Massachusetts. First and second. 1 out. Ryan Thompson, the first baseman, at the plate. The pitch swung on and fouled away over to the first base side. Out of play.
Hendricken dropped its first game to Coventry.
Back in April.
Yeah.
April 3rd, 5-1.
Have not lost since.
Nope.
Eddie could sell the ones he has in his basement.
Struck hard into left field. Hunt gets under it for the second out. Nice play. Runners stay where they are. If everybody's wondering where John Parenti is, he's feeling a little under the weather. We told him to stay home, get some rest. We need him for the playoffs. So we have playoffs coming up.
He's on, what do they call it, the IL now?
The IL. I think he's the IL. Yeah, we're going to keep him on the IL for a while.
He's a little ILL, so he's on the IL.
Exactly. So we just want him to get better. 2 outs. Man on first and second.
You can't replace a Hall of Famer. You can only fill it.
Yeah, exactly. He's the Joe Castiglione of the booth.
He is.
Cole Hambley, the DH, at the plate. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Yeah, we want him in for the playoffs, so we need him to stay home. This is just a tune-up game. Logan Dean with the pitch. Ball low. One ball, one strike to the DH Hambley. Dean looks back at the second. Struck hard to left field. Hunt's on his horse. He lets it drop in front of him. He grabs it. Griffin Crane's going to come around from second base to score, make it 1-0.
These Hawks are just eyeing the left field.
Yeah, they like that left field, don't they?
Jeez.
So runners at the corners for Cole Kamara, the right fielder. And they're all solid hits, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Ball catches that outside corner. It was a stretched corner for strike one. Logan Dean sets. He pitches. Hambley off to second base. Uncontested. Lombari throws down to third base, trying to catch LaRose napping, but he didn't. He got back to third quick.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good. How are you? Where's your
Other half?
Logan Dean from the stance goes back. Ball struck the left center field. Hunt comes up with it. LaRose will score. Hambley scores from second. 3-0 Hawks.
Another hit to left field.
Another hit. That's 3 hits to left field. I gave. I don't know if I should have. I gave Dean the error on that LaRose hit. Went back to the mound. He went off his glove. Rich Grenier had taken a walk to the mound to kind of calm Logan Dean down. He's had 3 solid hits. Hendricken has.
Yeah. After that, he gave up a hit to the first batter and struck out the second batter, and then had a little bit of trouble since then.
If it's a tune-up game, you expect a lot of jockeying of pitchers and players, trying to get some people in, trying to get some warm-up. You want to make sure they don't get rattled either.
Yes.
Going into the playoffs. I mean, it's day after tomorrow is game 1. Rich Grenier hopefully settles down Logan Dean. He's got 2 outs.
My wife just texted me and asked me who's in left field. I didn't expect a question like that.
Nathan Hunt.
Nathan Hunt.
He's been working out there.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Ball right down the middle. Parker Boyd, the left fielder, in for the Hawks. Left-handed batter. Logan Dean going back to the stretch now. Man on second. Ball hit to left field on his horse. Oh, is Lawrence. It comes in and out of his glove as he slides. Cole Kamara scores from second. Parker Boyd into second, standing up with a double. Christian Butera, the third baseman, steps into the box for the Hawks. Parker Boyd on second base. 2 outs, top of the first. Strike at the knees, strike 1.
I think this is important out here, John, even though this is a
these guys
game. You don't want it to get out of hand.
No. And like you said, they're nervous.
Yeah.
Swung on, foul off the dugout of the Hawks down the first base side. Dean ahead of the count, 0-2. Like you said, get this out, get back in the dugout, regroup.
Yeah.
It's not like they can't score runs. The Wizards have proven they've scored runs. They've come back. They came back every inning last game we did.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. Yeah.
It almost did it.
Fouled out of play behind us. Still 0-2.
Not like a Randy Johnson hit a bird thing, but, still. He never had a sense of humor about that.
Now he's a professional photographer.
Is
you know
he?
that?
Yeah.
Google it. He's a professional photographer now, and he does NFL games.
Wow.
Yes. Yep. Logan Dean from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on again, out of play. Still 0-2. Yeah, if you Google him, you'll see he's a professional photographer now for the NFL. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if he's any good. I mean, I guess they wouldn't hire him.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the money.
He doesn't smile, so it's not like he's in front of the camera.
He doesn't need to stand on anything.
That's true. Logan Dean trying to get out of this inning with just 4 runs given up. It's 2 outs. 0-2. Here's the pitch. To the shortstop, Pettis. Pettis across the diamond to Brown to end the inning. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 left. Half an inning of play here at River Point Park. It's the Hawks 4. The Wizards coming to bat.
Wayne Miller was once an outstanding 3-sport athlete at West Warwick High. His teammates always knew they could count on Wayne to lead them to victory. Nowadays, Kent County counts on Wayne for quality electrical service for jobs both large and small. Miller Electric is one of the area's top providers of quality electrical work. Whether it's a new home installation, a complete rewiring, or major electrical repairs, call Miller Electric at 828-0087. Get that electrical job done right the first time. Miller Electric, 440 Providence Street, West Warwick. That number again is 828-0087.
AJ's Restaurant has been a Kent County landmark for decades. It's the go-to spot for great breakfast and lunch. Takeout too at 828-4160. AJ's, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 75 years of combined experience in personal injury law, automobile accidents, and DUI cases. Bill Murphy, Mark Fay, and Norman Landrush will give you the personal attention, the experience, the skill, and dedication that your case deserves. It's a winning combination. If you're injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call Murphy and Fay. They will make them pay. Call 490-3200 or visit them online at murphyandfay.com.
Going into the bottom of the first inning, the Hawks in the top of the first came up with 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. The Wizards are coming to bat for the first time. Brandon Griffin, Josh Pettis, Logan Dean will lead off bottom of the first inning. They're the top of the order. Nolan LaPerche is the left-handed pitcher for the Hawks. We don't have any stats on them, so unfortunately, I forgot to grab them. I'll be honest.
No, you know, I went on Max Preps. And,
I didn't see much.
It's not complete.
It's not. No.
So,
okay.
A slap on the wrist from the broadcast division up here, the West Warwick broadcast division, to the Hendricken Hawks. Yeah. But here we go.
Brandon Griffin steps in, batting .319 so far this season. First pitch to Griffin, low and away, ball 1. 15 hits for Griffin, 8 RBIs, 3 doubles. I couldn't see what that pitch was. Was that a ball, Anthony?
Yeah.
Okay, I had somebody standing up directly in front of me. 2 balls, no strikes to Griffin. Here's the pitch. Catching that outside corner, 2-1.
A little bit too outside.
I would think it was a little outside, too, because I'm on the corner here. I'm on the right side of the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Gets away from De Palma. 3-1 to Griffin. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ooh. Breaking ball. I thought it was a little low. 3-2, full count.
But what do we know?
Exactly. There's no umpire banquet to get to tonight. Here's the full pitch. Strike 3 called. That was a little low at the knees.
I agree.
Brandon Griffin strikes out number 1.
Maybe there's some other banquet tonight.
I don't know. There's no. I mean, unless you want to catch the Cincinnati Reds and the Red Sox, I don't know what else is on because the Celtics finished. Bruins are done.
Not unless it's 75.
Exactly. Josh Pettis, the shortstop. Ball high and away.
Pettis, quite an athlete. He switched to football this year after doing soccer the year before. He was a student of mine last year, and just a big body in there, and he is very athletic.
Ball low.
And he's had one heck of a season this year.
2-0. Yeah, he's batting .500. 26 hits, 27 RBIs, 4 doubles, 5 triples, 2 home runs for the junior Pettis. Here's the pitch. That was high and inside. Pettis undercut it. Strike 1.
That was up around his knuckles.
It was.
I don't think it was when he
started swinging or committed to the swing. 2-1 to Pettis. Oh, ball chest high. Catching that outside corner again. 2-2. LaPerche brushed the corners, can he? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3, 2 outs. Josh Pettis caught looking. Not the way you want to start.
No.
Here's the pitcher, Logan Dean, steps in. Logan Dean batting .389, 21 hits, 25 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Ball at the knees, strike 1. Pitch from LaPerche, swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Yeah, I mean, this West Warwick team can score runs.
Yeah.
And,
0-2, here's the pitch. Ball high and outside, 1-2.
That one got away from him.
That did get away from him.
But they can score runs, but this inning so far, LaPerche has been brilliant.
Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Logan Dean goes down swinging for strike number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base at the end of 1 here at River Point Park, Jack McCarthy Stadium. It's the Hendricken Hawks 4, West Warwick Wizards nothing.
Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. Smart, sensible legal solutions. Williamson Law, committed to excellence that exceeds the client's expectations. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Jack McCarthy Stadium in River Point Park in West Warwick, it's the Hendricken Hawks 4, West Warwick Wizards nothing. Nolan LaPerche striking out the side. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first inning. Logan Dean. Is that still Logan? It's not, is it? What is it? Thank you. Dominic Carrillo takes to the mound, right-handed pitcher for West Warwick. Logan Dean going a half inning, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. He left 1. So Dominic Carrillo takes to the mound for the Wizards. Now we got to find out, is Logan Dean playing in the field?
That's going to be
interesting.
A mystery to unsolve.
Because we're not getting updates from the dugout. So now we got to find, where is Logan Dean playing, and is he playing?
And why doesn't Coach Grenier text me during the games? It's always before or after, Okay.
So find a number 10 on the field if we can.
I've got my HD binoculars. I am on it.
Christian Butera steps in for the Hawks, the third baseman. Pitched by Carrillo, fouled off.
Is he at second?
0-1.
No, that's, oh, wait.
Is that number 10?
I see a 1.
It's 18.
Okay.
No, 18 or 16. I can't say.
It's 18. It's Joseph Riviera.
Yeah. Looking in the outfield. That's
0-2 to Butera. Correction, 1-1. My apologies. 1-1. Here's the pitch from Carrillo. Outside and low. 2-0. 2-1. So maybe he's on the bench. Maybe he did just take a seat.
He's not. I don't see him out there.
All right.
Yeah.
Pitch from Carrillo, 2-2.
And Carrillo's had a great season.
Has he?
He's had a great season. I mean, they've all had a great season. You and I were looking at the stats earlier, and we're like, where are the losses?
There are none. There's only one. Pitch from Carrillo, inside and low. Carrillo comes in with a 2.28 ERA, 5 wins, 3 saves. There's the pitch. Ball 4. First walk given up by the West Warwick pitching staff.
That's De Palma, right? Yeah.
It's Butera. But De Palma stepping in now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think that's number 16, De Palma, on first.
Did I miss Butera?
Oh.
I did.
Okay.
Yep. So Jack De Palma draws the walk. Ball struck to left field. Right down the line. Hunt picks it up. That was Cooper Maha.
Ball almost went out of bounds right before third base.
So De Palma moves up to third base. Cooper Maha, the second baseman, upstanding with a double.
Just a perfect line drive to third.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
Braden Campbell, top of the order for the Hawks. He struck out against Logan Dean for the first out of the first inning. So Carrillo in some trouble. Second and third, no outs. Hawks threatening again. It's the pitch.
Ooh. And the umpire got hit.
Caught it off the umpire, caught that off his hand. And we actually heard that up here, and now the umpire's on one knee. So we're going to take a timeout here. We're going to check him out because he is in some serious, serious pain right now.
Absolutely.
Ow. I heard that up here, that slap up here.
Yeah.
And he caught it right off his hand. Ow.
And Coach Grenier and third base coach for Hendricken and one of the other officials are coming over to see if he's okay. He's
still writhing in pain. And unfortunately, there is no other official except for the infield official. There's only two officials here today.
Yeah.
So a stoppage in play right now because the umpire took a fastball off his left hand. It didn't touch anything. It didn't touch Lombari's glove. It just went straight back. It kind of just sailed over Lombari's glove.
Yeah.
And went right to the umpire's left hand. And we heard the slap up here, even with our headphones on.
Ooh. And heard him screaming.
Yeah, we heard him screaming.
And these guys don't make noise unless it hurts.
I think I would have made noise too.
Oh my God. And the thing, they wear the padding and the face mask, and but right on the forearms, you got nothing.
And I wonder if that's why some of the umpires put their hands behind their backs too when they get to a crouch
That's
position.
a good point.
To protect as much of their extremity as possible when they take that knee behind the catcher.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of rub it off, see what happens if he can continue.
We got an extra camera. Yeah, last time we were here with you guys.
It's always us, isn't it? Is it the same camera that messed up?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's the same new camera.
Okay, we'll get on top of that. We've got new stuff, but technology works when it wants to.
Yep.
But we had a roof cam last time, but we didn't have anybody working it. But now we've got Drake Ripley up there on the roof. That's what you get when you miss a game. So he's up on the roof. Okay, the ump's coming back.
He's holding his hand, though. It hurts. So you can still see how far he can go.
Yeah. And on the one hand, what are the odds that would happen again? Very low.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And
that was a good one.
Yeah. But on the other hand,
his right hand.
Yeah. Do you really need the left hand?
Yeah. All right. So now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think is what he said. I don't. Here's the pitch from Carrillo. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout.
Yeah.
For Carrillo. We still have De Palma on third. He walked to lead off the inning. Cooper Maha struck a double down the third base side. He went in with a stand-up double. So it's second and third, one out. Griffin Crane, the center fielder. He was one of the line drives to left field in the first inning.
Yeah.
Off Logan Dean. A long ball single for Crane in the first inning.
Yeah. He took that first pitch way inside.
Yeah, that was
the
the first. Yeah. Here's the pitch.
This one way outside.
Way outside, gets past Lombari.
And that's
Able bodies De Palma to score on a pass ball. Over to third goes Marha for the Hawks.
So Riley Maynard, our executive producer over here, you know, he doesn't have any more classes left. He's just taking exams, but yet he is still here.
Yep, we love him.
Thank God. He's doing a great job.
Yep. Bunt down the third base side. Cooper Maha scores from third base. Griffin Crane does his job.
Beautiful bunt.
Beautiful bunt. Beautiful bunt. Score that 5-1. That was a sacrifice bunt for Griffin Crane for out number 2. John LaRose steps in. He got aboard in the first inning on an error back to Dean. Dean hit off Dean's glove. He had it and just went off the top of his glove. Yeah. Went over to second base. And Riviera, you know, missed him by a step. There's the pitch. Ball high. 2-0.
Ethan Phillips on the first baseline camera. Ryder Lorenzo on the pitch came out in center field.
Ball struck to Josh Pettis hard. He bobbles it. He picks it up. He throws across the diamond.
Not in time.
Not in time. John LaRose gets an infield single. That ball was struck hard.
It was. They've been hitting hard, and they seem to like going to left field.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wonder if, you know, at what point does Coach Grenier make a mound visit?
Yeah.
If at all.
If at all. Let him play it out.
Yeah.
Ryan Thompson steps in. He flew out to left field in the first inning.
Ball had some nice movement on it, but it just went outside.
1-0 to Thompson. Here's the pitch from Carrillo. Ball low. 2-0. John LaRose on first base. You get on for a hard single to Pettis, the shortstop, to get on base. Pitch from Carrillo outside. This is not the typical Wizard team we've seen in the past.
No.
It really isn't. I don't know if it's the opponent, if it's just an off day, but
yeah.
Let's get it out of their system now. Here's the pitch inside, ball 4.
And I think no matter what happens, John, this is a good game for the Wizards.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're not going to see competition like this the rest of the year.
Their only loss is to North Smithfield.
Yeah, North Smithfield only lost one other, I believe, non-league game.
Yeah.
And
yeah, their only loss is a 20-3 loss. It was actually their first game of the season as well. Cole Hambly, the DH, steps in.
Oof, right off the foot.
Ball got behind Hambly, and when Hambly was moving forward, he caught it on his back foot or his left foot. So Hambly's going to take first base, hit by pitch. So you got Hambly at first, Ryan Thompson at second, John LaRose at third. 1 run in already. Actually, 2 runs in already.
It looks like we got assistant coach Matt Grenier out there talking to the pitcher and catcher. Matt, of course, An outstanding player here under his father. And before that, his brother Richard Grenier Jr. as well. Okay, so Carollo remains out there.
Cole Kamara steps in. He swung on a miss, strike one. Now, at first base, they put a pinch runner in. It's actually Benjamin Picone is pinch running at first base. I dismissed that.
It's a strike.
Thank you. 0-2.
Oh, number one, Benjamin Picone,
Yeah,
pinch running at first.
Pinch running at first. Cole Kamara, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Bases loaded. Ball swung on, fouled out of play right over the Hawks dugout. To our right. Oh, and 2 to Kamara. Here's the pitch. Right down the corner, strike 3. Caught him looking. That ends the inning. So, 2 runs on 3 hits. 3 guys left on base. At the end of 1.5, it's the Hawks 6 and the Westwork Wizards nothing.
The all-new Lil Rhodey Storage at 100 Pulaski Street in the Crompton section of West Warwick. Lil Rhodey Storage is a state-of-the-art, climate-controlled self-storage facility with direct entry and easy walk-in access. Lil Rhodey Storage is secured, alarmed, and cameraed for all your storage and safety needs. Indoor vehicle storage and warehousing is available too. Finally, a local storage facility close to home. It's Little Rhodey Storage. For more information, you can call 401-615-5100. Little Rhodey Storage, 100 Pulaski Street in West Warwick. Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. Smart, sensible legal solutions. Williamson Law, committed to excellence that exceeds the client's expectations. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
Going into the bottom of the second inning, 6-0 Hawks. Wizards coming at bat. Nathan Hunt, Zach Lawrence, Nick Brown due up for the Wizards. Did he get hit again?
I think so.
I think he did. Umpire's taking a beating.
Whoa.
Nathan Hunt comes in batting .295 on the season. Is the pitch from LaPerche. That's a high strike. 0-2 for Nathan Hunt. Ball outside. 1-2. If things are a little slow, it's because I'm doing everything.
Hey, I know you are doing
producing.
You are doing a fantastic job.
LaPerche. Ball gets underneath De Palma.
Hunt, one of the 4 seniors on this team, that was honored at that Pontiganza game.
Yeah, that was a nice honoree. That was a nice game too. Nice comeback win for them.
Yes.
Nice to see that. 2-2. Here's the pitch. High fly ball, center field. It's going to be tough. It's going to be Maha that makes the catch, the second baseman, for out number 1. It was a nice hit.
Yeah.
Just underneath it. Center fielder Zach Lawrence up for the first time this game, batting .419. ...18 hits, 16 RBIs, 8 doubles. Ball High fly ball. Second baseman Maher again for out number 2.
And I think, John, the Wizards did a great job of stopping the bleeding in that last inning, only giving up 2 runs. But they got to do something at the plate here.
Yeah. 2 outs for second baseman Nick Brown. Is the pitch inside. Ooh, caught that inside corner, strike number 1. Ball low, 1-1. I told Prenti to text me if he like has any insight or words of wisdom.
Yeah.
The pitch by LaPerche. Yeah. Foul out of play behind us. One and 2. Ball struck foul down the third base line.
At least the Wizards are making some contact here. Doing a little better than they were first time at bat.
Yeah.
And you keep doing that, sooner or later those are going to be hits.
Yeah. Pitch from LaPerche is high. 2-2. Ball high again, full count. You got to make the pitcher work too. I mean,
yeah.
First time through the order, it was a 1-2-3. Struck out the side.
Yeah.
Full count to Nick Brown. Here's the pitch. Again, foul out of play behind us. Count stays full. Pitch from LaPerche. Swung on and missed. Ball's dropped by De Palma. He's going to throw Brown out for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We have 2 complete here at Jock McCarthy Stadium. It's 6-0 Hawks.
Isn't glamorous, but keeping your family warm is one of the most important duties you have. Trust Aurora Fuel to provide you affordable, reliable, and dependable oil delivery all year round. Whether you're a longtime customer or one of Aurora Fuel's growing number of first-time clients, you'll always find low prices, courteous staff, and honest value. You can depend on Aurora Fuel, 615-8662. Their number again is 615-8662. Aurora Fuel.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food. Whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch, Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Back at Jack McCarthy's Field in River Point. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Taken to the mound for the Wizards is Anthony Burt, number 5. He's a freshman, 5'9". He's made 4 appearances this year for Rich Grenier's Wizards. Let's see what Mr. Burt can do.
Yeah, he's been very promising thus far this year. Yeah.
Good. Parker Boyd, Christian Butera, and Jack De Palma lead off the top of the 3rd inning for the Hawks. Parker Boyd hit a double back in the 1st inning. Pitch from Burt. Swung on, hit to Pettis' right. He backhands it. He knows he has no play. He was going to his right. And that ball was hit hard. He was deep behind third base, and he just couldn't make that play. There was no sense in trying to throw him out, throw the ball away.
He didn't have the angle to make it, and the runner was booking it there.
Exactly.
Smart move. Strike swinging from Butera.
Christian Butera, third base. He ended the first inning with a ground out to Pettis. 1 on, no outs. Butera. Called strike 2. You know what, for Burt, just come in here and throw pitches.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
He's got nothing to lose.
Exactly. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. The ball outside. Boyd goes to second.
He's safe.
He was safe. Lombari tried. He threw it. It was close.
Yeah.
Stolen base for Parker Boyd.
I think seeing this level of competition is a good thing. You know, it's not the result we want, but
yeah.
Whether you're a freshman pitching against a Division I team or you're in the box against their pitcher.
Ball struck right to Pettis. Out number 1. Ball was hit hard, but Pettis is kind of tall.
He is. I think he's about 6 feet, 6'1". He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's 6'1". He's a big boy. So fly out to Pettis for out number 1 in the third inning for the Hawks. The catcher, Jack DePalma, comes to the plate. He walked in the first inning. Ball inside and low. Ball 1.
Stands slowly filling up here. People making their way in. I see a lot of familiar faces. Some who owe me assignments, some who don't.
Swung on. Lombari tries to throw it on to second base. Parker Boyd's back.
Another beautiful night for baseball here.
It really is. 1 ball, 1 strike to DePalma. We have till Friday to get their assignments in, right? Curveball in there, strike 2.
Yeah. I actually, with these guys, the seniors are all done. With it, they just we're having our senior exam tomorrow in media broadcasting, and Riley Maynard is in that class.
Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Burt. Called strike 3. Burt actually his second strike. That was a nice pitch. His second strike. That was a curveball. Oh wow! It had some movement on it. Yep, right in the corner.
He's been throwing heat all season.
Good.
I don't want to say he's got good stuff because that's usually the death knell for pitchers. He's got good stuff. No, don't tell me. Then they trade it.
Yep.
This kid is good.
Cooper Maha, the second baseman, steps in for the Hawks. He had a double in the second inning.
2. No, yeah, 2.
Parker Boyd on second base. Ball swung on, hit foul right at the Wizards' dugout. Umpire's probably saying, takes that. Because I've been hit twice already tonight.
Oh, God, yeah. Kudos to him for still being in there.
I know.
Got to put some ice on that.
Absolutely. 1-1 the count to Cooper Maha. 2 outs. Parker Boyd on second. Here's the pitch from Burt. Caught that outside corner. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice inning for Anthony Burt for the Wizards. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base, 2.5 in the books. It's the Hawks 6, The Wizards, nothing.
Wayne Miller was once an outstanding three-sport athlete at West Warwick High. His teammates always knew they could count on Wayne to lead them to victory. Nowadays, Kent County counts on Wayne for quality electrical service for jobs both large and small. Miller Electric is one of the area's top providers of quality electrical work. Whether it's a new home installation, a complete rewiring, or major electrical repairs, call Miller Electric at 828-0087. Get that electrical job done right the first time. Miller Electric, 440 Providence Street, West Warwick. That number again is 828-0087. The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 75 years of combined experience in personal injury law, automobile accidents, and DUI cases. Bill Murphy, Mark Fay, and Norman Landrush will give you the personal attention, the experience, the skill, and dedication that your case deserves. It's a winning combination. If you're injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call Murphy and Fay. They will make them pay. Call 490-3200 or visit them online at murphyandfay.com.
Back at Jack McCarthy Field, Hendricken Hawks leading the West Warwick Wizards by a score of 6-0. Johnny Boots, Eric White, Anthony Souza on I-105.5, 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV. We wish John Parenti a speedy recovery, feeling a little under the weather tonight. It's been fun so far, but we want John back.
Yeah, yes.
Dom Carollo, the extra hitter, Kyle Swanson, the right fielder, and Caden Denton, the second baseman, due up for the Wizards in the bottom of the third inning. LaPerche still on the mound for the Hawks. First pitch called strike one. Actually, what is that number? What number is on the mound?
The same guy.
Same guy, okay.
Yeah.
Ball low, 1-1. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see that far. The small numbers, that is.
It's okay.
That's why I got you.
I mean, I need to go back to the eye doctor.
Oh, great.
So, not much to rely on.
1-1 to Carollo. Yeah. Ball high, 2-1.
Oh. And don't get me started on my vision. Who's up? I don't know. Without glasses, I can see nothing.
Oh.
Nothing.
That's why there's two sets of binoculars.
Yeah.
That's right. I got these at...
There's the pitch. Long fly ball, left center field. Crane is under it. He makes the catch for the first out. That was a long fly ball, just shy of the warning track for Carollo. Struck hard.
Wizards are getting there.
Yeah, they're hitting. They're hitting.
Yeah. Bass Pro Shops, I got these at.
Yeah?
Yes,
really?
they
nice.
are. Yeah, thank you. HD. I mean, yeah. HD.
Kyle Swanson, the right fielder, due up.
I'm not going to say how much I paid for him.
I don't want to know. Maybe your wife doesn't want to know. That's why. She's
actually,
listening.
she was
listening.
Yes, she is listening, and she was with me when the crime happened.
Oh.
But
okay.
They had.
Ooh, ball inside, 2-0.
They had binoculars for $1,000, and I paid nowhere near that. No way.
Kyle Swanson hitting .263 in the season. Here's the pitch. Down the pipe. Strike one. 2-1 for Kyle Swanson. Ball low. 3-1.
Carl Swanson, a bit of an enigma in our school because on the, he's a very talented young football player, and we've got a shot of him hitting somebody from, I think it was Mount Hope.
Really? Swung on a miss.
In the opening credits.
Really?
It's like everybody waits for it every morning. When's Carl going to come in for that hit?
Full count for Swanson.
Credit to the other kid. He bounced right back up, but he was not okay.
Swung on a miss, strike three. Kyle Swanson goes down swinging for out number 2 here in the third inning. I got to look at those opening credits. I got to watch one of your morning show openings.
Yep, and then the Vanas dunk we put in there.
Oh, I remember that. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Caden Denton, the second baseman, up for the Wizards. Here's the pitch from LaPerche. Called strike one. Denton batting 167. Here's the pitch from LaPerche. Called strike 2. 0-2. 0-2 to Denton. Fouled away, right side. Count stays at 0-2.
Forgot to mention Deja Murtaugh on the first base cam with Ethan Phillips here. She's a producer on the morning show. Coming here helping us out. It's great to have more people than we need. We can just rotate them in.
There's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. De Palma drops the ball, but he tags him out.
Yeah.
Mason, when do you start?
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We have 3 in the books. It's 6-0 Hawks. Liberty Lumber Products is your new home for a variety of unique lumber products, including live edge tables, cutting boards, and unique charcuterie boards, trays, and coasters. Liberty Lumber mills and kiln dries native lumber from Rhode Island and provides oak, walnut, cherry, pear, apple, and many, many more. Epoxy resin supplies, too. Get a free quote or shop online at libertylumberproducts.com. If you have questions, give Justin and the staff a call at 615-8380. You'll get the same quality service that Liberty Fence has provided for the past 12 years. Liberty Lumber Products, 303 South Main Street in Coventry. That number once again, 615-8380.
AJ's Restaurant has been a Kent County landmark for decades. It's the go-to spot for great breakfast and lunch. Takeout, too, at 828-4160. AJ's, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. Smart, sensible legal solutions. Williamson Law, committed to excellence that exceeds the client's expectations. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
Back at Jack McCarthy Stadium. Okay, Rich Grenier is playing the switcheroo on us. Pitching for the Wizards is Zach Lawrence now. Lawrence was the center fielder. Kyle Swanson moves to center field. And I'm going with Dom Carrillo in right field now. I hope I'm right.
I think you're right.
Okay. Due up for the Hendricken Hawks. Top of the order, Braden Campbell, Griffin Crane, and John LaRose. Campbell 0 for 2 in this game. Struck out swinging and struck out looking. The first and the second innings. Back up here in the top of the fourth. 6-0 Hawks.
I might have to check out Liberty Lumber. Shameless plug for my never-ending deck project.
They're actually pretty good, too. They get some great products. Yeah, they do.
So,
I'd like to see them expanding into that old Napa Auto Parts building. And I can say that because Napa used to be a sponsor of ours.
Hey.
So they're expanding. Zach Lawrence, the pitch.
I'm in need of some cedar.
Cedar, huh?
It's hard to find good cedar.
No balls, 1 strike to Braden Campbell. Fouled off Lombari's face mask. 1-1.
Everyone's taking a beating today.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anthony Burt pitched that bottom of the third inning. He gave up a single, and then he gave up a fly ball for out number 1, and he struck out the last 2. So Anthony Burt had some nice stuff at the bottom of the third inning. But Zach Lawrence comes on in relief. Here's the pitch. Swung on and miss. It's the third strikeout for Braden Campbell this game for out number 1. Griffin Crane, the center fielder. He had a single to left field in the first inning. And he grounded to third base in the second inning, I think. If my scratch looks correct. Here's the pitch from Lawrence. Ball high, 1-0. Wow. That's a gift. Zach Lawrence, a junior, stands 6'2". Here's the pitch. Swung on, long fly ball, right field. Carrillo's on his horse, and that ball is gone. Home run for Griffin Crane. Wow. That ball was struck very hard, very long, and it sailed.
Thank God that tree was there.
Yeah, because there was a car underneath that tree.
Right underneath
that tree. Whew. Griffin Crane, home run to right field off of Zach Lawrence.
You know, I parked over there with that. My car is 2 over from that. Oh
my gosh.
I thought about parking behind here, and I said, no, it's too dangerous. Okay.
That home run by Crane makes it 7-0 Hawks. Top of the 4th inning, still just 1 out. John LaRose. He had a ball back to Logan Dean in the 1st inning, and he reached out an error. Then he had a single to the shortstop Pettis, and Pettis just ate it up instead of trying to throw across.
Yeah.
There's the pitch. Inside, ball. Two 2-0 to John LaRose, the shortstop. Here's the pitch from Lawrence. Struck long and deep to center field. Swanson's on his horse.
Oh, my God.
And another home run.
That's another homer.
Home run, John LaRose. Makes it 8-0 Hawks.
So we got that one out pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was.
And the floodgates are opening here.
First baseman Ryan Thompson steps in for the Hawks. John Parenti, I think you're the Wizards' good luck charm. Right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just want to say that if you're listening. I know you're listening. You're just not bothering me. Ryan, Ryan Thompson flies out to left field in the 1st inning, and he had a walk in the 2nd inning. The pitch by Lawrence, high behind Thompson for a called ball.
No. He's hurting though. He's beat up. Not good right now.
You know what? I still say let the Wizards get it out of their system tonight.
Yes. Yes.
2 balls, no strike to Thompson. It's the pitch by Lawrence. Ball outside, 3-0.
I think what Coach Grenier and what we all want to see before the end of this contest is some offense. See the offense come to life a little bit, you know, so we can see something on both sides of the ball.
Here's the pitch. Called, strike, 3-1. Yeah.
I mean, I think, you know, we all suspected this game could go this way when you're playing the best team in Division I. But
here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Hunt's on his horse. He goes back. It's off the fence. Ryan Thompson into second with a stand-up double.
We don't want them to start getting home run happy. Swinging for the fences.
So a stand-up double for Ryan Thompson. 2 runs are already in on back-to-back home runs by Griffin Crane and John LaRose, and there's still just 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Cole Hambley, the DH, he had one of the long fly balls to left field for a hit in the 1st inning. It was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. He stands in. Ball inside, ball 1. Man on second, Ryan Thompson. Zach Lawrence with the pitch. Ball high. 2-0. The Hawks showing why they're a 20-1 team overall and the number one team in the state. With a 7-0 lead right now. Actually, 8-0 lead right now. The pitch by Lawrence, strike. What number is at the bat right now? 23. So that's Jacob Montagnero is batting for Cole Hambley. Just noticed that. We don't get told who. Jacob Montagnero, outfielder. Ball struck hard, foul ball. Oof, just foul.
Yeah.
Montagnero stepping in, I believe, as the DH.
Lights come on.
Yep. Zach Lawrence from the stretch. He sets. He delivers. Ball 4. Walk for Joseph Montagnero. All right. Benjamin Picone steps in. He takes the spot of Cole Kamara for right field. There's the pitch, called ball. First and second, 1 out. We've already had 2 home runs. Griffin Crane, John LaRose, back-to-back. Makes it 8-0 Hawks right now. Top of the 4th. Zach Lawrence, the pitch outside, and the lights go off. Too early.
It's
too early.
Too early. Those budget cuts, I'll tell you. Okay.
Doesn't come out of the school department budget. It comes out of the rec department budget. 2-0 to Ben McCone. Here's a looper to first base. Brown picks it up. He tries to flip it to Lawrence. Lawrence bobbles it and gets away from him, so we have bases loaded. So make that an error on Lawrence. Ryan Thompson moves over to third. Jacob Montagnero moves over to second. And Ben McCone has an infield, gets on for error on Lawrence. All right, so here we go. Frank Tillinghast up next for the Hawks. He takes the place of Parker Boyd. Parker Boyd had a double in the first inning and a long ground single to Pettis in the third, but Parker Boyd now stepping in. I'm sorry, Frank Tillinghast stepping in for Parker Boyd. I'm assuming he's going to left field, but I guess we'll have to play the who's playing where when they take the field.
I've got the binoculars ready.
Here's the pitch from Lawrence to Tillinghast.
Although our young friend here can see it without the binoculars.
Only sometimes.
1 ball, 1 strike to Tillinghast. Lawrence from the stretch. He sets, he deals. There's the pitch. Ball out of play behind us. Two and 1.
So that first out seems like forever ago.
It was. Here's the pitch. Catches him on the inside calf. Hit by pitch is Tillinghast. That'll bring home Ryan Thompson for the 3rd run of the inning. Over to third base goes Montagnero, and over to second base goes Ben McCone. Jason Pildarian steps into the box for the Hawks.
Coach Grenny is making a pitching change.
Of course he is.
Yeah. He's on the mound. I don't think it's him, but he's on the mound. I haven't seen any activity in the
so let's see what's happening.
So
Who's he bringing in?
Right.
So let's see here.
I think he's bringing in somebody from out the outfield.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, here we go.
So if Lawrence went back out to center field, that means somebody had to come out.
That Nicholas Brown, number 8.
Who's on the mound?
Nicholas Brown, number 8, looks like. Yep. Nick Brown, number 8.
Didn't he? Okay, so we got Nick Brown on the mound for the Wizards. We're going to need to go around the horn and see who we have playing where now.
Yep. I'm on it. And I think Jason Pildurian.
Pildurian is stepping in for the Hawks now. He replaces Christian Butera.
Okay.
Butera grounded out in both his at-bats in the first and the third inning. Both Josh Pettis. So Nick Brown takes to the mound for the Wizards. We're going to realign the defense for the Wizards in a minute.
Looks like we got Carollo and Wright.
Carollo and Wright. I'm going to guess that Kyle Swanson's at first base.
Yeah.
Is that him at first base?
Zach Lawrence is in center.
Yeah,
at first.
Is
first. Carl Swanson is at first.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I just looked at my paper with the binoculars. I'm using it here. And then out there still, Hunt has been in left field. So all game, so he's still out there.
So Nick Brown takes to the mound for the Wizards. In just a tune-up game for the playoffs, so let's move people around. Here's the pitch. Bases loaded for the Hawks. Jacob Monteganero walked. He's on third base. Ben Picone. Error by the pitcher at the time, Zach Lawrence. He's on second base and hit by a pitch as Frank Tillinghast. At the plate, Jason Pildurian. Nick Brown from the stretch sets pitches. Swung on and missed for a strike. One ball, two strikes. It's Pildurian. Swung on and hit. Left center field. Lawrence comes in. He picks it up. On to score is Jacob Montecanero. Fourth run of the inning. So a long single to center field for Pildurian. Let's see who's at the plate now for the Hawks. It's still Jack DePalma, the catcher. Jack DePalma walked in the second inning, and he struck out in the third inning. Swung on, foul tip off Lombari's glove, and off the umpire again. Jeez, this umpire is taking a beating tonight.
He deserves combat pay.
Yeah, exactly. Or bubble wrap. I don't know. Poor guy.
He's been holding his wrist.
Yeah.
You know.
That left hand.
Yeah.
Nick Brown. Ball in the dirt. Nice pickup by Lombari.
Ball had some movement on it.
It did have some movement on it.
It almost got away from the catcher.
Johnny Boots, Eric White, Anthony Souza, Jack McCarthy Field. Pitch by Brown, called strike 3 for the second out of the top of the 4th inning. Cooper Maha, the second baseman for the Hawks, steps in. He struck out in the 3rd, and he doubled in the 2nd. Here's the pitch from Brown. Ball at the knees, called strike. Here's the pitch. Ball at the waist, strike 2. 0-2. Wizards play Thursday, their first playoff game here at Jack McCarthy Field. We don't know who the opponent is yet. We do know it's at a 6:30 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 6:15.
Yep.
Foul back, straight at us. Still 0-2.
Both outs in this inning by strikeouts.
Yeah. And I feel like the first one was eons ago.
Yeah. The good news is we struck 2 batters out. The bad news...
One by Zach Lawrence, one by Nick Brown. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Cooper Maha for strike number 3. Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 error. 3 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's the Hendricken Hawks 10. The Wizards nothing.
It was your father's leather chair, and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort. Which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The all-new Little Rhodey Storage at 100 Pulaski Street in the Crompton section of West Warwick. Little Rhodey Storage is a state-of-the-art, climate-controlled self-storage facility with direct entry and easy walk-in access. Little Rhodey Storage is secured, alarmed, and cameraed for all your storage and safety needs. Indoor vehicle storage and warehousing is available too. Finally, a local storage facility close to home. It's Little Rhodey Storage. For more information, you can call 401-615-5100. Little Rhodey Storage, 100 Pulaski Street in West Warwick.
Back at Jack McCarthy Field, 10-0 Hawks as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Braxton Pearson, right-handed pitcher for the Hawks, relieves LaPerche. So there is a 10-run rule in the Interscholastic League. If it's a team is ahead by 10 runs at the completion of 5 complete innings, then the game is over. And the Wizards have gone down in order, 1, 2, 3, the first 3 innings.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can get some offense going. If Rich Grenier can rally his troops and get some offense going. Dylan Lombari, Brandon Griffin, and Josh Pettis lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch by Pearson. Long fly ball, deep center field. Well, it looked like deep center field, but it didn't. It got caught up in the wind.
Yep.
And right behind second base, LaRose makes the catch for out number 1. Brandon Griffin, the third baseman, steps in for the Wizards. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Braxton Pearson with the pitch. Two balls, no strikes to Pettis. Correct me. Griffin. Ball high. He got away from him right above his head.
Yeah, it did.
3-0. Brandon Griffin struck out his first time at the plate in inning number 1. Ball inside for a walk. So that's the Wizards' first base runner of the game. Josh Pettis, shortstop, steps into the box. He struck out as well in the first inning.
Hey, we'll take it. It starts with getting somebody on base.
Exactly. It's all it takes. Ball inside and high. One and one. Runner on first. Here's the pitch from Pearson. Wow, what movement on that ball.
Jeez.
Curved ball came right back into him for called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10-0 Hawks. Ball looped over the pitcher's head. Fielded by the second baseman, Maher. He has no play. Infield single for Josh Pettis. And we have runners on first and second.
Let's hope the Wizards keep rolling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I need a sharper pencil.
I've got a pen in case any of those go out.
I know. You know what? I did forget the pen. Logan Dean steps in, I believe. I can't say that. I got to look at the number because. Is it Logan Dean?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so Logan Dean does step in.
Yeah. It's almost
somewhere along the line. I don't know what position he's playing, but he's in the game.
Who knows where anybody's
so many
playing in this
shuffling
game.
going on in Rich Grenier's team. Logan Dean steps in. He struck out the first inning. Runners on first and second. No outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch from Pearson in the dirt. Nice stop by De Palma. He prevented the runners from moving up.
Remind me before next inning to tell you about the baseball lesson that Coach Grenier taught me.
Oh, great.
Having to go for the morning show.
It's
something that rarely happens, but it happened, and I had to ask him a question because he texted me the scores.
Did he?
Yeah. And something happened, and I thought I knew how it happened, but I just played dumb, and I said, "How did that happen?" And he answered me and sent me a clip from Major League Baseball and said, "Here's how it happens."
Pearson with the pitch. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Logan Dean. Swung on, fouled behind us, 2-2.
But I knew I had to explain it for the morning show audience because it's one of those things when I tell you, people will stop and say, "Wait, that can't happen in a baseball game." But there's 9 ways to get to first base in baseball.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I don't remember what all of them are. When I was an intern for the Daily News back in the Stone Ages.
Pitch by Pearson. Curveball catches that inside corner, called strike 3.
I had to memorize them back then. So, I don't know, today maybe there's 12. I don't know. Maybe there's new rules. I don't know.
2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runners on first and second. It's the first 2 base runners for the Wizards this game. Left fielder Nathan Hunt steps in. Here's the pitch from Pearson. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike for Nathan Hunt. He's got runners on the bases. A single could bring in a run. Here's the pitch by Pearson. Curveball. Called strike 2. There's some movement on that pitch. Wow.
As Hunt leaned back to avoid getting hit, and it curved in. Strike.
Yeah.
It's better than some college pitchers that
So
I've
ball,
seen.
2 strikes. Runners are on the move. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nathan Hunt goes down swinging for strike number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We have 4 in the books. It's the Hawks 10, the Wizards nothing.
The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 75 years of combined experience in personal injury law, automobile accidents, and DUI cases. Bill Murphy, Mark Fay, and Norman Landrush will give you the personal attention, the experience, the skill, and dedication that your case deserves. It's a winning combination. If you're injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call Murphy and Fay. They will make them pay. Call 490-3200 or visit them online at murphyandfay.com.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food, whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch. Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
AJ's Restaurant has been a Kent County landmark for decades. It's the go-to spot for great breakfast and lunch. Takeout, too, at 828-4160. AJ's, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Back at Jock McCarthy Field, where the Hendricken Hawks lead the West Warwick Wizards by a score of 10-0. Catching now for the Wizards is Brendan Griffin. Because I noticed it was not Dylan Lombari when he put his helmet on, so now we're going to play the shuffle game again. Anthony Burt is at third base.
It looks like out in left field, Carollo is out there.
All right, so Carollo's in left. Who's at shortstop? Because that's not Pettis anymore. Nick Brown is still on the mound for the Wizards, by the way.
So that looks like Joe Rivera, number 18 at short.
Joe Rivera, okay. That means somebody's going to be at second. Pitch by Brown, swung on and missed. Top of the order, Blake Lukens batting for the Hendricken Hawks.
Looks like we got Logan Dean at second.
Logan Dean at second, okay.
Yeah. With Swanson at first.
Swung on, foul behind us, 0-2 for Blake Lukens. I can't tell you where he's playing because nobody tells us.
And number 21, Luke Gallo in right.
Luke Gallo in right now. Okay, so Luke Gallo in right for the Wizards.
Who else do we need? I don't know.
0-2. Swung on, ball lifted, shortstop. Riviera makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 down. Here in the top of the 5th inning. William Messina steps into the box for the Hendricken Hawks. 10-0 Hawks. Top of the 5th. Here's the pitch by Brown. Ball outside at high, 1-0.
So the thing I was telling you about the baseball lesson.
Yep. Here's the pitch by Brown outside, 2-0.
So, Coach Grenier texted me the results of a game.
Yep.
And I think it was against Classical.
Pitch by Brown outside again, 3-0.
Josh Pettis struck out 4 in an inning. And I said, all right.
I even know the answer to that one.
Exactly.
3-0 from Brown. Ball outside, ball 4. Oh. Did I miss one?
Not?
I think it's 3.
3-1. All right.
Okay.
So we had something he didn't move. 3-2, full count.
All right.
So we had an umpire who didn't make a gesture for a strike because we're all looking at him.
It's not like he's injured or anything.
No, come on now. Called strike 3.
Here we go.
For the second out of this inning. Nick Brown struck. Got Blake Lukens to ground out to short, or fly out to short, and he's just sat down William Messina on a swung on and missed third strike. All right, let's see who's batting for the Hawks here.
Number 24.
So 24.
DeCecco. Tyler DeCecco.
Tyler DeCecco.
So I text Grenier back. Said, how does that happen? Is this correct? And I knew it could happen, but I just forgot exactly how. So what had happened is, you hardly ever see it, but Pettis struck out, had it recorded a strikeout on the batter, but the pitch got away from the catcher, and that person got on base.
Ball fouled into the stands.
So when that happens, of course, your batter can strike out, but if it's a pass ball or a wild pitch, that same batter can still get to first.
Yep.
And then Pettis struck out the next batter. And so
it counts as a K for him, though.
Yeah, it counts as a K. So you can strike out 4. You suppose you could probably do even more in one inning if it happens twice. And so I was producing the show that day, and I piped in and explained what happened, because I know somebody was going to say, yeah, you were wrong this morning.
Yeah. Pitch swung on, fair ball, knocked down by Swanson. He gets up, flips over to Nick Brown for the third out.
That's a great play.
So 3-1 ends the inning. They go down 1-2-3. We're going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Last chance for the Wizards. It's 10-0 Hawks.
The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 75 years of combined experience in personal injury law, automobile accidents, and DUI cases. Bill Murphy, Mark Fay, and Norman Landrush will give you the personal attention, the experience, the skill, and dedication that your case deserves. It's a winning combination. If you're injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call Murphy and Fay. They will make them pay. Call 490-3200 or visit them online at murphyandfay.com. Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. Smart, sensible legal solutions. Williamson Law, committed to excellence that exceeds the client's expectations. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
Buying home heating oil isn't glamorous, but keeping your family warm is one of the most important duties you have. Trust Aurora Fuel to provide you affordable, reliable, and dependable oil delivery all year round. Whether you're a longtime customer or one of Aurora Fuel's growing number of first-time clients, you'll always find low prices, courteous staff, and honest value. You can depend on Aurora Fuel. 615-8662. Their number again is 615-8662. Aurora Fuel.
Back at Jack McCarthy Stadium in River Point Park in West Warwick, the Hendricken Hawks lead the West Warwick Wizards 10-0. I-105.5, 1450 AM, and Wizards TV. Johnny Boots, Eric White, Anthony Souza, Riley Maynard, executive producer for Wizards TV. John Parenti a little under the weather. We want him to come back, so take some time.
Yeah.
Wizards went down 1-2-3 for the first time in this game in the top of the 5th inning, but they lead 10-0. And because of the mercy rule, if the Wizards cannot score a run in this bottom half of the 5th inning, it will be a called game, an official game as well. It's only a tune-up, though. It's a non-league game.
Yeah.
Division 1, Division 3. The number 1 team in the state, the Hendricken Hawks. The number 3 team in the state, the West Warwick Wizards. New pitcher for the Hawks, Matthew. All right, I'm going to say this again. Jarmai, right?
I think it's Jarmai or Jarmie. Jarmie.
So Matthew Jarmie.
Yes. Send all complaints about pronunciation to John Parenti.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We'll announce his email later on in the show.
Exactly. Zach Lawrence in and swung on and missed for strike 3 for Zach Lawrence as we're trying to figure out who the pitcher is. But Zach Lawrence goes down swinging for out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now, I think that something good that can be taken out of this game, John, is that, the coach can say, hey, on any given day,
exactly.
This title is not ours to take.
Exactly.
We've got a great North Smithfield team and other teams that would just love to knock us off. So I think it's a little bit of a wake-up call. Not that this team needed it, but I think that's why you take a game like this.
Exactly. Nick Brown in for the Wizards, second baseman, I think. Actually, no, he's the pitcher now, a record. So Nick Brown No balls, 2 strikes. Actually, it was 0-2 now. 0-2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Nick Brown. Poor umpire's hand's hurting, so he's not raising them too far.
Yeah.
2-2. Ball high.
If we gave out a player of the game, or I don't know if you guys do, the
we used
umpire
to.
might get it.
The umpire might get it, yeah. I would say so. Swung on, foul back. Remains at 2-2.
That's the position everybody criticizes. Everybody yells at them. They don't get paid a whole heck of a lot.
But they get hurt.
And they get hurt. and they get hurt. This guy could have said, "No, that's it."
Yeah, he could have.
And nobody would have blamed him.
No, and the game would have been over because we only had one other official. Yeah. Here's the pitch by Jarmy. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 for out number 2. The Wizards down to their last out. In the bottom of the 5th inning, it's 10-0 Hawks. Dom Carollo, who is playing, I can't even find him now, left field. Jarmy with the set and the delivery. Catches the outside corner for strike number 1. Pitch, high, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Ball low, 2-0. Jarmy with the set, and here's the pitch. Ball high. Three balls, 1 strike to Dom Carollo. Pitch low, but catches that outside corner right at the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wizards down to their last strike. They need to come up with something if they want to continue this game. It's 10-0 Hawks. Here's the pitch by Jarmy. Ball outside. Ball 4.
Here we go.
All right.
2-hour rally. This is Cruz. Welmer Mattia Cruz.
Hidden machine.
Yeah, he is hitting 500, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wilmer Mattia Cruz steps in for Kyle Swanson. Here's the pitch. Carrillo takes off for second base. Ball gets away from the shortstop and sails into center field. Carrillo will stay there. Stolen base for Carrillo. Trying to get something going here.
Yeah, at this point, why not?
Why not?
Why not? You got nothing to lose.
Nope.
Got a pretty good hitter at that plate.
Matthew Jarmy on the mound for the Hawks. Cruz in the box. Carrillo at second base. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Ball low.
5th, bottom of the 5th.
Carrillo with a leadoff second. Jarmy looks back at him. Sets, pitches. Swung on and miss.
Looked like he kind of changed his mind halfway through that swing.
Because that ball was outside and low.
It was, yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes to Cruz. The set, the pitch from Jarmy. Called strike 3, and that'll end the game.
All right.
Yeah, right. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. That'll do it here at Jack McCarthy Field. We'll come back and wrap it up. The Hendricken Hawks, the #1 team in the state, beat the West Warwick Wizards by a score of 10-0. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a minute.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food, whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch. Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Now, the Bill's Place postgame show on I-105.5 and 1450 AM. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street, West Warwick. Now, back to John Parenti and Johnny Boots.
Well, it's Johnny Boots, Eric White, Anthony Souza, and Riley Maynard here at Jack McCarthy Field, where Hendricken Hawks 10-run ruled the West Warwick Wizards 10-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still some good things that West Warwick can take out of this game. I think they knew a game like this can go this way. And it's a playoff tune-up. That's just what it is. Shake it off.
Exactly.
Work on the things you need to work on. And, you know, if anything else, the difference in the quality of opposition that you're facing from this game into the playoffs, I think is going to help the Wizards, because that's not the Wizards team that we're used to seeing out there.
No, it's not. And they met somebody that, you know, it was nice to see, and they battled. They stayed right in there. They get overmatched.
Yeah.
Bottom line is they get overmatched by a Hendricken team. That is the reason why they're the number one team in the state. I mean, but what do you think, Anthony?
Honestly, I think it's just a good learning experience, good film that you can just learn on going into the playoffs this Thursday. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you can really do with the Hendricken being number one in the state. But it's just an all-around good learning experience.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the line, though, we can look at the line. I mean, they came out hitting the ball. They had 4 runs in the first inning. On 4 hits, they had 1 error. Hawks came back in the second inning with 2 more runs. And then in the 4th inning, they had 4 more runs on back-to-back home runs by William Messina and John LaRose. Actually, Griffin Crane and John LaRose had back-to-back home runs in the top of the 4th inning, and then that solidified the 10-0. The Wizards just couldn't get anything going offensively. First 3 innings, they sat down in order. 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. And it was only into the 4th inning that they started with something. They had a fly out by Dylan Lombari, and then a walk by Braden Griffin, and then Josh Pettis got a single, and it was first and second, but then they just got the door shut on them for the last 5 outs of the game.
Yeah.
So the Wizards just couldn't get anything going, and that's okay. Like you said, a tune-up game for the Wizards. Take something away from it. Go in and learn. Mm-hmm. Look at some falters. You know, you got to look at your batting stance. You got to look at your swings. You got to look at what you were pitching against. What pitches were being thrown at you. What were you missing?
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, and I'm sure Rich and Matt and Andrew will go in and kind of look at that, and Manny will go in and look at all those, and hopefully they take some of your video and kind of look at what pitches were being thrown and what they were being fooled on.
Yeah.
And that's all right. And that's what it was here for. It was a tune-up game for both teams, and that's all right.
Absolutely. So, and I think the Cinderella season hopefully continues Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we're either playing Blackstone Valley Prep or Classical.
Yep.
So and Hendricken, I'm not sure who they're playing Friday, but doesn't matter to us.
No. So it puts West Warwick at 18-2 overall, and Hendricken 21-1 overall. So again, we'll be back on the air Thursday night, 6:15 pregame. 6:30 first pitch. Again, we don't know our opponent, but we'll find out tomorrow night by probably about this time.
That's right. Wizards TV and radio.
Radio on I-105.5 at 1450 AM. We'll see if John Parenti is well enough, but I'd rather him stay home because, you know what? The deeper this team goes, the better off we'll be, and we'll have John Parenti for better games. So.
Absolutely. My hat's off to you, my friend. People cannot see what you were doing here. You were producing the show. You were calling the game. I just chimed in with a thought every once in a while and tried to make myself sound okay, but you did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And stepping in for big shoes like John Parenti is not easy, and I don't envy him for doing this as long as he has and as well as he does. But, John, get better soon.
Yes.
Because we want you back here in the booth. Again, the final score, the Bishop Hendricken Hawks 10, The Westwark Wizards, nothing. We're back on the air again, like I said, Thursday night, 6:15, 6:30 pregame. For Anthony Souza and Eric White, I'm John Botello. Have a great night.